EURCAD is really one of the classic setups, and the classic setup, as I have mentioned to you several times, as I said to you, as you can see, even I wrote to you on the chart that the 124.31 is what we call a stop and reverse, and now we came back above it, and we are now closing the week at 125.38. Definitely I'm looking for this thing to continue. The only problem that I have, like I told you at the beginning of the session, the setups look too easy. The euro looks like an easy buy, the dollar looks like an easy sell, but everything what we look at, everything is closing at the dead high, and these are all distressed close. So before, unless you have a long-term position, if you are day trading, we want to make sure that that sucker actually trades above that. So the high here is 125.39, the close is 125.38. This is as squeezed as it gets, keeping in mind that the Canadian is also very strong. I mean, this is the dollar CAD. So even with the strength that we have in the Canadian, and that is the index that you have on the CAD, that's the Canadian dollar. Here, that's the Canadian index right in front of you. That's the weekly chart. That's a very strong currency, and as you can see on Friday, this has been it broke above the structure, which is the 101.17. Now we close on the index at 102.21. But if we go to the Euro CAD, look at this. This is look at the EURCAD. This is an explosive move to the upside. It completely disregarded the strength that we have in the Canadian dollar. So we just have to be cautious with this. So our selling point, the structure is 124.98. So we're not going to sell unless it comes below the structure, which is the 124.98. That's the short. It's easy. The long, we're going to take it above the high, and we have to identify another structural point or another significant point, and that's the obvious one right there. And that is the 128, the 127.28. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, as I said, is an easy trade. We're going to buy above 125. Let me see this is the radar screen for the EURCAD. We were buying it above. This is, again, I want to show you this because this is important in your portfolio selection and choosing which pairs to trade. The buy and the EURCAD was above the structure point, so your long point and the structure point were one and the same, 124.43. So this, if I have a pair and I look on my radar screen, I see my buying point and my structure point is one and the same, these will be one of my on top of my list to buy. So for the and as you can see, you had a very decent move to the upside. So I'm going to buy this now above 125. Let's say 40, which is the high of the day, and if I do, my next structural point to the upside is the 127.28, and my stop is going to be below the 2 daily high, which is the 125.17. On the short side, I'm only going to go short below the structure point, which is the 124.98. That is going to be my structural short point, and of course it is going to be my stop. Okay, that is the EURCAD. I'm buying it above 125.40. My structure point is the 128.728, and my stop is going to be the 125.17. On the short side, I'm going to go short right below the structure point, which is the 124.98. All right, let me save that.